So it's the 23rd February, and Russia has started bombing this bombing campaign in Ukraine, in the eastern part, but also some parts of Kyiv, according to reports. And my initial reaction was shock, and it still is. But now I think, I don't know, I'm still totally against war, of course. And being in St. Petersburg, I just hope nothing really happens. But here's not really the place that's to be worried about. It is in Ukraine where the issues are. They were thinking of taking, I think it's Donetsk, in the eastern part of Ukraine, Donetsk, Mariupol and Kharkiv. And it's just up to the Western leaders to see what they do in response to what's going on, but we'll see. And it's the 23rd of February today, and it's quite a somber day, especially the Russians I spoke to. They told me they're totally against what's going on, and it's really saddening actually. A lot of people have family in Ukraine, and they're saying they've been affected really badly. And seeing as Boris has sent so much artillery and resources to Ukraine, which has led to many Ukrainians even say that Boris Johnson's the biggest ally. I don't know where my position stands here. Of course, I'm very lucky to be here, and I should be far from worried compared to other people, and I'm grateful for that. But of course, precautions need to be taken. I don't know, we need to see what happens. It's a sad situation, and hopefully one that can be resolved without the use of military force and without the use of people's lives being taken. Yeah, it's a somber day, and it could turn out to be a somber few months. But yeah, that's it on the ground here. I don't know what it's like in Moscow. I think there's protests going on against war, of course, and one going on here as well. It's the night now, going to the 25th. Zenit have just played Betis, and it was 0-0 on Betis, obviously beat Zenit, but the Champions League final has also been moved from St. Petersburg to another city. Sanctions are coming all on their way to Russia. The EU have convened a meeting to discuss sanctions even more, and the pound equals 115 rubles at the moment, which is an all-time high, I think so, in the last 6 years anyway. So yeah, heart goes out to everyone on the front lines and civilians, especially in eastern Ukraine, the Donbass region, that are suffering at the moment. But yeah, what is life? Alright people, so it's the 25th of February, St. Petersburg. It's been 2 days since the beginning shelling of Kyiv and Ukraine, and so far it's mainly the eastern part, but yeah, Kyiv has been shelled apparently, and yeah, the scenes from there look really distressing for everyone. And Russian troops, Russian soldiers have been taken as prisoners of war, and also many civilians and soldiers being killed. And yeah, it's a sad tale. War everywhere is sad, but yeah, here in St. Petersburg it's freezing as usual, and it's just a tense day. The EU met up yesterday when they convened in Brussels discussing the furthering of sanctions, and the ruble has dropped a lot in value. £1 equaling about 115 now. It's the highest it's been in about 8 years, or maybe even ever. I may be wrong here, but yeah, it's a sorry tale, and many people are leaving, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm going to head into the centre now and see what it's like. But yeah, the sentiment here is no to war, and you would have seen the protests in Moscow and St. Petersburg yesterday. Yeah, it's a sorry tale. But yeah, interesting talking about this in Russia. Like, I'm not scared, but I had like a little rude awakening about, especially posting about certain things, especially Ukraine. But Yeah, now talking here can actually get you in prison. You see, as sanctions keep rising and the ruble keeps weakening, the problems will keep getting worse for the Russians, the Russian people, and it's ultimately them who suffer, whilst the men in power can make decisions that, whatever we may think of them, whatever people may think of them, the most important people that are going to suffer in this war per se is Russians and Ukrainians anyway. So we're outside Galleria, the main shopping centre in St. Petersburg, and it's near where the protests were yesterday at Gostinny Dvor. It's alright, it seems to be okay. It seems usual. Many people out and about doing their shopping. Fair amount of police about, and there were a lot of arrests yesterday, so let's just see what happens. Come on.
Ну, запрещают митинги, несанкционированные. Полиция дежурит.
There's a lot of police out here.
Полиция
Gostinny
дежурит,
Dvor.
да.
The protests.
Боятся,
people are meeting again.
боятся, что митинг будет.
For the protests.
People возмущаться будут.
And yeah, there's a heavy police presence.
People.
And people are getting arrested right now.
Полиция. Полиция. По-испански хочешь скажу? Полиция.
Yeah, police.
Полиция. Полиция, они
A
говорят.
lot of police. A lot of police are here.
Полиция.
Gostinny Dvor.
Гостиный двор, полиция. Mucho полиция.
Mucho policia. Interesna. A massive police presence here.
Видишь, полиция на хороших машинах ездит, Камри.